something. It's got to stand for something. It's got to stand for something, man. I understand it's entertainment.
But who snitched him? I didn't see nobody snitch.
Well, that's a snitch move. Finesse. I don't know, man. I'm just here to tell you that it has to stand for something, man. And
you gotta go making up your own rules again.
Wait a minute. That's not my rule.
Not making up your own rules.
That's the rules of the streets, man. Listen.
You got paperwork?
Oh, my God. We're not even talking about that right now. See, you want to bring it back to that.
I heard snitching.
It's snitching. You brought the gun back. No, wait a minute. Who was that? I already know who. If that was King Ice, no, that wasn't. Gary Paredes. I like to call you Gary because I can't pronounce your last name properly. He said, what's shaking? What's good with you, man? We about to get it popping, man. Let's get this music going. Sorry, we was talking amongst ourselves. You know how we get busy. It's a live show. It's actually Wednesday's show, but it's Thursday morning right now, so you guys, you're getting the live joint. Everybody who's up right now, tune in. You know what it is, man. We get cheers, brother. We're getting in.
You're on D-boy time right now.
Let's turn this down. And hello, YouTube. Like I said, cheers. What's up, Sam David? What's up? Cheers. And welcome to The Basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
Once again, I'm D-boy Slim.
And The Basement is the first daily hip-hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it. Excuse me. Welcome back, Basement family. It's late, I know. But we've been teasing this Finesse2times gun charge story for over a week now.
Where all my M-Town fans at?
Y'all know what it is. Stand up! Hey, listen. We got to get into it today. Long story made short, a club in Little Rock, Arkansas got shot up after or during his appearance. Finesse2times, that is. And the cops are on it, bro. They own that. Man, listen.
This is Arkansas. Here.
It's Arkansas. In a surprise move, 2times pleads guilty to weapons possession while denying accountability of the victims of the incident. It actually might be right. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Okay? That's vague. I know. But we're going to get into this right now. As this debate goes on, we're going to get into this. And the question is Finesse2times going to benefit or lose as a result of this incident and his turning himself in? That's it. Is Finesse2times going to benefit or lose as a result of this incident? It's on you, man. We'll turn the music up because I already know you're going to come with some foolishness. I already know you're going to come with foolishness. I've been listening.
You know what's crazy? I mean, let's back up a bit. And let's put the light on another Memphis, Tennessee artist. And that's Black Youngster. I remember we did a show on Black Youngster.
I see you, Gary. I see you, Sam.
The Bronx. And we
lose.
We said that it was crazy that Black Youngster was even suspected of throwing 100 shots at Dolph's truck or whatever. And I remember everybody was like, wow, this is because the van was in his name or something. Long story short,
please.
A label just gave a youngster like, I want to say 3, 4, 5 million or something like that. My point in all this.
That's a classic D-boy point.
My point in all
Good work, son.
You can definitely still get your bag.
Wow.
It's definitely not over by any stretch of the imagination. And if he just follows suit of the guy Black Youngster who just came out of his same city,
I'm going to get to that, Sam.
Then you could actually use this to his advantage and spin this to an advantage. There's probably a CMG or a Paper Route or one of those labels out there in Memphis that would probably sign this guy. So if he wasn't beefing with Dolph and Gotti, but I don't think it's over for Finesse2times. I do actually think he can benefit from this. It'd be tough. It's gonna cost him probably a lot of lawyer money or whatever, but I think he can shake from up under this.
we're not talking about his life. Is he gonna benefit? We're talking about in rap, in hip hop, in his music, and you had a perfect point, man. What can I say to that? That was well thought out, well planned. It was a sucker punch almost. But besides the outliers that you're talking about, who have extreme skill, the truth is this dude did not have, as I think Sam said, the chance to get right yet. You were going to ask me a question. We were talking about the question, talking about debate, and you said he didn't have a chance to really blow. Did he ruin his career before it started? Was the question we were even contemplating asking. So it's not like Black Youngster, because at the point when Black Youngster was, out there. He's super out there. He's well liked, well loved.
Let's not get
got the bag.
It's just Black Youngster. He's backed by Gotti and CG.
He didn't have what Black Youngster has yet. Finesse2times still doesn't have that yet.
So
Black Youngster is still on syndicated stations across America.
I'll feel you there.
Facts. So I just like that point, Sam, and I wanted to say that. But on the other hand,
but neither just Dolph either.
Well, I'll say Finesse got hot because he was beefing with Dolph. Dolph made all of them better. Dolph made all of them hot when he started beefing with them. How about that? How about them facts?
The last hit record Dolph had. All right, moving on.
You say Youngster was in good company. I see you, Sam. Listen, first of all, allow me to explain what happened. Because this goes directly to whether or not he's going to come up from this or die from this. Die meaning his career.
Black Youngster
He pled guilty to gun charges. I said before in the earlier show that it wasn't related. Really, it is related, but it's not related to the shooting itself. It's related to the entire incident. His bodyguard was in jail. They found shell casings from a gun in his name. Just so happened that they pulled over your boy Finesse2times, and this is, I can say for sure some of this, and the rest of this comes from another source. But I believe them, so I'm going to actually say it. And tell me if I'm wrong. The cops found guns in his car. He turned them over and pled guilty to gun charges, even though one of those guns was named to, in the name of, registered to the bodyguard. The facts are, when you plead guilty, you turn over the guns, knowing that one of those guns belongs to somebody who's already locked up for that charge, who's fighting it. You snitched, man. You saved your own butt. You finessed the situation, didn't you, Finesse2times? Tell him, D-boy. Tell him what you told me. He finessed the situation is what he did. He snitched on the niggas. That's what he did. Oh. He gave the gun that he knew they had the shell cases to. Well, it wasn't me. I'll take the gun charges, but go ahead. What you do is you say, I don't know what's going on. I've never seen that gun in my life. That's what you say.
Like the direction this is going.
Man, the facts are the facts, man. Let's be honest, man. If I'm wrong, then you let me know.
I don't like your insinuation.
If I'm wrong, then you let me know. This was on the news in Memphis.
I don't like your insinuation.
And I'm waiting on a deeper interpretation. I'm waiting on Mr. King Ice. You gotta send me the other article so I can go ahead and fact check it as well. But the first thing I said before I even knew all of that was, it sounds fishy that you happen to have the gun of the guy who's arrested for doing the shooting, and then you say, hey, I'm giving up my guns and I'm pleading guilty to gun charges.
Well, if he's pleading guilty.
So what that means is you're done, son. You're done. To answer the question, no, it's over with. It's finished for you. As this continues to go, especially people who are against Dolph, one of the realest in the streets, he could get shot yesterday and still come out tomorrow and y'all will buy it because he's that hot. when you're against someone like that and you come out to be kind of a snitch or maybe a snitch, it's over with. You got to be thorough. Gotti gets it because he's thorough. No matter what you throw at him, it bounces off him like rubber. Okay? What's his name? Zed Ziggler, whatever his name is, that dude, he's thorough. Asking the streets, they know who he is, so whatever you say about him, it bounces off. But you, Finesse2times, I was on your side.
I think he good money. You gotta show me paperwork. Streets, you know, it's black and white. You call somebody a snitch, where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? If that's the case, he knew this and it's his man's gun or whatever, like, then you have to testify to that. You know, did you know these weapons? Like, you have to testify to stuff like that, what you're insinuating. So, I don't agree with that. And snitching, that's you reaching a little bit. Like I said, you have to write statements and paperwork for me to call you a snitch. Other than that, you know.
So, wait a minute. Let's respond to what Gary said.
Might have been a subpoena. He might have been subpoenaed to give up the guns that was in the car or that belonged to the guy who was in the shooting. Like, you don't know. Again, there's a lot of intricacies that could come with that. So I'm not just gonna insinuate, oh, he's snitching. Like, nah.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm being bombastic. I may be being entertaining. Let me be honest. Snitching is harsh. All I know is something is fishy. All I know is if you get caught, if you turn yourself in after getting caught, which means they let you go to begin with, you plead guilty, and you know one of those guns isn't yours. Or maybe it's all false. That's the only thing you got left. Like this, you know it's not. Like, why would you turn in the guns like that? It's just so strange.
A federal. First of all, you begin to talk about a man that lives in Memphis that was involved in the shooting in Arkansas. So therefore, if there's guns that went from Arkansas back to Memphis or left Arkansas, we're talking federal now. Second of all, if you were involved in a shooting,
he admitted to.
Excuse me. If you were involved in a shooting. And you were in the same car with the shooter, who they have arrested in custody already, and they found the shell casings, all they need to know is, where did those weapons go? If you were one of the individuals occupying that vehicle where the shooting went down,
they caught him by himself in a separate incident. That was the whole point. They caught him by himself in a separate incident. After that, he decided to go ahead and turn it. That was why I'm saying, right?
Like, he's saving himself the trouble.
Okay, that's fine, but the truth is, the debate wasn't about whether he snitched or not. I won't even say that he did. It's not even about that. What I'm saying is, the look, it's over for him because the look of it alone, the type of mental gymnastics or the type of actual gymnastics legally you're going to have to do in order to prove to the rest of the people from the state and the city from which you come, the Memphis, they're not going to play that.
To persecute.
That's not just me. I only came up with this idea because we have so many people from Memphis stand up and say these things to me. They don't go for that.
Like Young Dro.
Period over there.
They have paperwork on the internet, and he's still thriving with a career. So I find it far-fetched somebody that you're insinuating snitch that there's no paperwork on of any proof of that.
When they say paperwork, you said Young Dro got paperwork of...
There's paperwork on Young Dro that he told on Young Spody. Yes, sir. There's paperwork, and he's still thriving in his rap career.
I don't know that. If that is true, then you have me there because I don't know that to be true at all.
People like you that's already persecuted them, fine.
I never persecuted them. I was on the side. We talked about it before. Right now, I'm saying the evidence. Look, before I was on his side. I was on his side.
There's no turning back from that.
Nah, man. Before I was on his side.
Is he not a snitch?
Before I was on his side. Right now, the evidence shows that you turned in the gun that belongs to your boy.
There's no in between that, you know. When you call somebody a rat, is he a rat or not? You see what I'm saying?
My fam.
I see what I'm saying. People holler at me. And just because you have to pause and delay, you shouldn't call nobody.
No. So it's not about the pause and delay.
Black and white.
No, it's not about the pause and delay.
Is he a rat or he not a rat?
When you say a rat, it's someone who actually goes and says names. What he did was, if you can say at very least, it was a sneak snitch. I'm gonna go ahead and coin that name. It's a sneak snitch. You turn in the gun, you plead guilty when you don't have to. You was let go. You come in, you plead guilty, and then you turn in the guns in order to prove yourself not to be the one whose that gun was named. Like, you know the name of that gun. It's registered to the dude who's actually going through it right now. He didn't have to plead guilty. He could have said, I don't know. I don't know. So in that regard, yes, you snitched. You dry snitched at best. If you didn't know it, then you're kind of stupid.
We reached too far.
But yeah, anyway, in either way, I could be wrong. So I am gonna say, because that's not the crux of this debate. The debate is it overform? And I'm saying, just like how easy it is for me to see it that way, I can easily change my mind. There's some people out there, I got these texts, I'm not coming up with this out of my own head. These are people who live there, who rock with what's going on out there, and they don't go for it. Period. They say they rock with Dolph, and they was already trying to find a way to not be with him. Fine. What I'm saying is that they don't go for it. I didn't just make it up. His career is as far as after this is over, unless there's a miracle from the court system or God himself, bro. It's over with, bro. It's over with. That's it.
It's not over with. Don't listen to this guy. It's not over with. And nobody goes for a snitch. Nobody that upholds any type of morale or code. Nobody goes for a snitch. So it's not just Memphis. They're not going for it. Nobody's going for it. And as I said, if there was anything credible or valid that you can point to and say, yo, this guy's telling. This guy told.
This guy turned in a gun on his own.
He turned in a gun.
On his own that he knew was somebody else's who had a shooting. What are you talking about?
Be constituting as snitching. I've never heard
I have. You turned in the gun of somebody who you know is under trial and it's in his name and you gave the police their gun?
You're doing too much detective work.
No, it's just the facts. It's just the facts.
You're doing too much detective work.
All right, what do y'all think, man? Listen.
I think Finesse is still, he can use this and spin it to his advantage. He's been in bangouts. If his lawyer money takes him past this, he good money. Now, if the guy comes out and says, yo, you knew that was my burner or whatever, yeah, you know, we'll cross that bridge when it comes. But as for now, all we know is he turned himself in, he pled guilty, right?
Guilty.
So
what I'll say is this.
He admitted his guilt to his own case.
Regardless of if he did or didn't, I'm going to just respond to the question. Regardless of if he did or didn't, it looks bad, and it looks bad enough in a place like Memphis that could hurt your career. That's all I'm saying. When there's already a beef between the two factions, there's already people waiting for that problem. If I'm completely wrong, then I'm dead wrong, and that's what's up. I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not sending nobody to jail. I'm not snitching. I feel you. I'm just commenting on what people have told me by the droves every time. And they're gonna be
it looked bad when Diddy switched up lawyers on Shine and said that he never told Shine to bring no guns in the club. It looked bad when Diddy did that. Do we look back and say, yo, this nigga Diddy's a rat? Or do we say Diddy's one of the most iconic business guys?
Diddy was a business mogul at that time. They're talking about that. We said that in the beginning, Mr.
It has nothing to do with the principle of the situation.
No, but we said in the beginning he hasn't got a chance to shine it. He happened to be too low.
Not his status.
I'm not talking about the principle. We're talking about if it's going to blow or not.
You're saying that the principle of the circumstances is why he will not do anything.
No, what I'm saying is the principle.
You said it looked bad.
Yeah, so the looking bad is enough for someone who doesn't already have Diddy shine.
Right, it looked bad.
That's what I said.
So it looked bad.
But Diddy has enough shine to get over it. He's a mogul who brought out Biggie and some of the best hip hop artists of all time.
I'm just saying
we're talking about Finesse2times.
We don't look at him that way.
He didn't have a chance to even get big or bright yet before something like that happened to him.
He's big in Memphis.
That can cut him off.
Which is why we doing this right now. He's big in Memphis.
Listen,
and that's okay.
Y'all leave your comments. Tell us what you think. Is he gonna blow off for this, or is he gonna get, is he gonna go down?
Will he continue to grow his fan base?
Will he lose or win? Is this gonna benefit him? Will he lose his fan base?
Or will he continue to grow his fan base?
Period. Y'all leave your comments, and the reason why we want you to leave your comments is because we shout you out. Listen, we got mad shout-outs today. Let's just go quick. Rashad Winston said, Nip had a classic album. Facts, what can I say? Thank you, Rashad Winston. Maheen Mexican said, this channel cures racism. But it's even deeper than that. This channel can patch up relationships between a lot of groups of different views. Y'all don't spit hateful nonsense, even though I don't agree with all of your viewpoints. And it's a shame more people don't see these videos. Peace.
That's exactly why we do this.
Maheen Mexican, bro. That's the best compliment you could ever give us, man. And special shout out to you.
We pride ourselves in that.
DZ Kush 904. I'm not going to say what you said because you saw that I responded back to you in the comments. You had some really, really, really good opinions, really good points. I tried to combat them. It's basically about black on black crime versus the NRA. Which one is more important? I feel where you're coming from with that, but read my comments on that and see, see what you think about that. King Ice. He said, you're right. New gun laws push harsher sentencing. Gun laws plus harsher sentencing do go hand in hand, and one won't work to its full capability without the other. And that's what's up. I'm glad you see it that way. I was trying to make that point. Appreciate that, King Ice. Jordan Ballard, new subscriber. Thank you very much. C-Risk Official, new subscriber. Thank you very much. That's the basement, people. We gone over 21 minutes. It's because of the shout-outs. We got to give them. That's what it is. The basement.
We appreciate all the comments out there and all the love. Keep tuning in. We out of here.